Hello everyone, this is Ash and this is Mage Monsters 2. So we had some suggestions in the comments of different builds to try out with Shin, and we're going to try those out. So let's go and open up your Shin here. Go with Swordsman. And I mean, I could use Thunder Form. It's pretty good to have early on, but also we could use money. So just depends on how we want to play the game, right? 1.5. I'm going to use Thunder Form. Why not? It seems like something that could be beneficial for taking out little groups here and there. All right, so we're going to start with some armor, and I'm really going to focus in on getting the tier upgrades here. I'm going to get one more upgrade, give him that secondary attack benefit, and we should be able to pick through these guys pretty easy for the most part, even though that didn't look too easy because I only had 2 units surviving that wave. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get some synergy right away, get more swordsmen, and then I'm going to get the blacksmith. I want to get that synergy built up, and I do want to get the elven synergy pretty early on too. What I want to do is get 100% synergy for the humans to use the elven synergies, if that makes sense at all there. Okay, so we're gonna go and get an elf here, and we're going to get a blacksmith as well, so that should benefit us a bit. Have 2 of each. We need 1 more of each to be able to start benefiting from those synergies. And I also need to use something like Healing Wave, which I will get eventually. Okay, we're not worried about the defenders. They're just here temporarily. But I do need more swordsman upgrades. Sure, I'll take it. Don't have enough to get the next tier just yet. But I will take a little bit more swordsmen, and let's get back into it. Boom. Only because there's a lot of units on the screen, but we're fine, I think. A lot of swordsmen coming in. Go ahead and get that upgrade. 121, there we go. So now we can get 2 humans from this tier. And I believe 1 elf. I think it's the Elven Elite or something like that. Okay, let's go and hit him again with another stun. Done. Okay, and now we can get another armor. I'm really focusing in on armor for the most part for these guys because I need them to be able to survive, right? And having the evasion of this synergy will really help them to survive, I think. Right, so we can do some synergy research, but first we have to get the human and whoa, they already gave me the elven synergy, at least tier 1 of it, so that's good. All right, so let's get some humans then. Now we got a human synergy. I need the last human in this tier, which is right here. I'm not going to get anything else from there just yet. I mean, beast synergy is going to be good, but I'm going to go buy beast later. As for now, I think this is pretty good setup. I need to get enough money to be able to get the next tier. That's going to be very important for me. And then I can start getting, you know, my max level synergies. Which is, I really want to get those max level synergies. They're going to be so amazing. You'll see, they'll be so good. 140, we need to survive this. Let's go. We got it. I mean, Shin could just erase like a whole section of these guys, no problem. Unless he misses like that. That's totally my fault though, but we'll take it. Okay, so there's an Elven Elite here. We got a human, so that's good. We got a human acolyte out of there. I think there's 1 more human if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and get in there. Yeah, the paladin. And then we just need to get the elf. So we're maxed out on a human. That's good. We just need to get 2 more elves and we're good, which is going to be that elf that we just unlocked, and then there's going to be 1 in tier 5. Then my main focus after that is going to be synergies itself, right? I need the humans to have 100% synergy from the elven characters, the elven traits. So we're going to get that built up very quickly here. That's the core concept here. Just get the evasion, and then we're going to work on beast and things like that. Get the double attack, and then maybe get life leech along with that double attack because it's going to make them pretty quick. And we're going to have a struggle for a second here. All right, so we have all the units we need, right? We just need the next tier. But for the time being, I need to get more units, maybe a little bit more armor, because these guys are tough. Let's be real, they are very tough. This is like the first time where it's a struggle really in the campaign for hell. It can wipe you out, but it didn't do that bad for me right now. So that's good. That's good news. Okay. We still don't have 180. We have to endure this for a minute. All right, you go get those guys. We can take care of the rest, I think. But Ash, you're not truly doing a swordsman build. Yeah, well, who's alive right now? It's always going to be the swordsman alive in the long run. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get this, which gives me a beast. Great news. Great news. What I really need is the elves. So I need you, and I need your brethren, which, of course, I don't have enough to reroll. So we're going to go ahead and take another Moonrider. We'll get the high elf in just a moment. Unfortunately, because I really do want to get the full synergy and start messing with the synergy perks. But it's okay. We can do this. At least we're getting partial. Then I'm going to start weeding out these extras. All right, where are you, bro? You need to stop, like, hiding. Oh, am I missing one? Really? Let's see. What are we missing? So I got you, too. Elven. I am missing one unit, which is the last tier. I didn't get this guy. Of course not. All right, so synergy research is where we're going to kind of play around with now. And I'm going to get everybody down to 1. I'm going to start getting some beasts as well, because beasts are going to be part of this. We need them to be in our synergy stuff going on. Basically, what we're going to do is humans are going to have 100% elven synergy, and they're going to have 50% beast synergy. So we only really need, I mean, yeah, we do need beast actually maxed out. So let's do that. Let's get in here. I barely touched any of them with Yashin there. Okay, we got this. We got this. Yashin. If it wasn't for Yashin being here, we'd have a lot more problems, I think. All right, so more armor is a good thing. And now we need to mess around with our beast a little bit. So, but first, I want to go ahead and get humans to have elven synergy. Let's do it. Let's start working on that just a little bit. It's very important they get that right away. It keeps me alive. So now you are 100% elven synergy. Perfect. Now we can worry about beast. I have spiders. I need tier 2, which is going to be the fire imps and the wolves. So I'm going to get wolves first. Let's do this. And I'll start to downsize it when I have a good enough confidence that we can have a survivability with it. Start working on my soldiers some more. The synergies really are important in this. But there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way to do this without having to do all this extra, right? Like just core element swordsman. But I mean, maybe it's just not practical, not doable at all. But we'll find out. We'll find out, because I'm going to keep trying different strategies until I just accidentally get a win like that, which would be awesome. All right, so tier 3, I don't think has any beast. I think it's tier 4. I already have a lichen. Let me see. Tier 4 has 2 beasts. Right, that's what we need. The Sandstalker, which I now just got too many of, and we need the Golem. All right, so we're gonna go in here. These guys suck. Hopefully we can deal with this. I mean, I have the synergy with the humans, so that should be fine. Just need to get that beast one maxed out, and then we're looking a lot better. Looking a lot better. I am repositioning my chair. If you heard any creaks, it's just me moving around. All right, so it was tier 4, right? And we're looking at Golem. Much better. Now we're going to go to synergy here. And we're going to go to humans, beast way 50%. We're good. Everything's good now. That's the main things we needed for this build. So now what I need to do is build up my core stats, right? I need to, first of all, what was recommended was getting Toxic Blast. And you also said in the comments to get, where is it? Healing Wave as well. So thank you, Sovijus. I'm sorry if I say your name wrong. Sovijus in the comments for giving these ideas for this build. Great ideas, and I'm really trying to do it. You are on a more difficult setting. You're on impossible, right? So let's see if this works for hell. It should, because they're very similar. All right. So we're looking pretty good now. I can sell down my units a bit. Not going to do that just yet, but we're going to very soon. And by doing that, we're going to unlock more money as well for my characters. Boom. Go ahead and hit these guys. It's hard because I gotta remind myself to use the healing spells. I always forget. All right, Moonrider. Now we're gonna do more defense. Actually, we're just gonna keep going with defense as much as possible. So now is when we're gonna start to refine things. So negative that, get you down to 1. You're all gonna be knocked down to 1, and then we're gonna start making our army a swordsman army. We're gonna use our money to make the army swordsman. Boom. All right, sorry to get rid of all you. You're good forces to have, but that's not the purpose of this run, folks. That's not the purpose. 1, 2. And a lot of these guys to sell. A lot of you to sell. All right, we have $329. We're going to have to buy more soldiers. Swordsmen, you are the chosen ones for this run. I'm going to spend as much as possible. I need to get you to like 50. All right, 50. Not too bad. We're on 17, right? So that's pretty good. And let's go ahead and get some armor for you guys. More melee armor. Very good. What's my armor looking like? 36, 49 damage every other attack. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of life still. Just a little bit of life still. Where is it? Of course, when I want it, it doesn't pop up on my upgrades. But when I don't want it, it pops up every time. Fine, I'll take armor then. Fine. I just took something I didn't mean to. Fine. Awesome. Now, where is life still, bro? You really don't want me to have... There it is. Thank you. Let's get going. I grabbed the wrong upgrade. But you know what? These builds... If they were perfect every single time, we would never have a problem. Sometimes they're just not perfect. Bam. Poison that guy. We're good. It's looking much better, I gotta say. Much, much better. It's gonna get some more armor for our units. They're looking pretty good with their armor units. You know, the armor itself. So melee health is never a bad idea. 31. Maybe we can get that health up to 50 or so. Because if they can get like one shot, then it's pretty crazy. And upgrade units, we're going to do one more upgrade. Not enough gold to re-roll anything. Oh, God. Moonriders, you guys get an update, I guess. Sure. Okay, that's not meant to happen, but all right. We gave them an upgrade. Let's go ahead and get you guys a little bit more spells going on here. Get you guys stunned and poisoned. The benefits of having spells, am I right? Yeah, I'm right. All right, so we got some cooldown, range reduction, and we got damage. None of these. I'm still looking for something very basic here. I'm looking for armor. Our health could work as well. Armor or health are both good. Let's see if we can get either of those. Maybe some attack speed could also be a benefit. But not this attack speed. That's the wrong one. So let's do a little bit more health, I guess. I did not mean to do that, actually. Man, I'm just going to have to sell this. That sucks. I misclick all the time. Look at this. You're going to have to be sold, dude. But at least I got some money back, I guess. All right, so some more armor. I could have did the attack speed there. You know, I'll do it pretty soon. So even making mistakes, this is doable. This is doable. So we'll see if I can survive it or not. My units are surviving pretty nicely themselves. I mean, they have that partial evasion, right? So that's really helpful for them to be able to get through here. I think armor and evasion are just overall going to get you a win almost every single time, which I'm hoping is what happens here. A little bit of life still can never hurt anyone. And I'm not supposed to take damage. I remember reading the rules. 0 damage is what they took when they were doing their build. Boom. And we're going to do a little bit of this. Poison these guys. Okay. a couple of those heavy hitters for the more elite units is what they suggested, which we still have some in there, so I'm not going to go out of my way to add more, even though that is something doable. So this is still a majority swordsman playstyle here. I'm going to go ahead and put you guys on lockdown because I'm not going to do any upgrades for those. And take attack speed. Let's keep going. Should be able to get us a little bit of a build up here. Possibly. Bam. Stun him, stun him, stun him. Look at that little group all piled up nicely for my attacks, my magic. Alright, so I probably need to build up my army a little bit higher, like just a little bit more. They're doing good, but they could be doing better. They could be doing better. Some health, why not? Tier 1 units, here we go. Swordsman. Let's go ahead and stockpile you guys just a little bit. We're gonna get this to 100 or so. As much as I can anyway. I mean, yes, I'm playing into the bonuses, the interest, but we also need units, so that's completely fine. Boop. And we're gonna do a little bit of a heal here. Boom. Add some poison down there for those guys. The swordsmen are just look at them. They're holding together pretty well, actually. A little bit more speed. And I think it's really the benefit of having armor and evasion that's really like making things happen, right? So we need to keep armor pretty high. If I see more armor, I'm gonna take it. We got more health. I mean, that's a benefit too. Let's just keep going. We have the Reaper coming in, whatever you call him, Grim Angel, Dark Angel, something. We gotta defeat this dude, which we don't have any like heavy hitters. I mean, we do apparently. Yashin himself is a heavy hitter for the most part. Okay, some more attack speed, sure. You really don't like giving me that much armor, do you? But that's okay. We don't need armor all the time. Sometimes we just need some swordsmen. And there's the armor I need right there. So, fire bats, baby. This is the one. This is the one that I don't like. I don't like fire bats. I've had so many issues and runs with just these dudes in general. Look at this. They're just destroying my units. Completely destroying my units. And there it goes. I hate fire bats. That's it. I hate fire bats. All right, so I'm going to try to get back to this point. This is why you said to keep some of those heavy hitter units, like the Cavaliers, things like that. I can easily get a win here if I were to use only Cavaliers. Case in point, let me see. Okay, we're back at it. So I have 14 swordsmen, and I'm starting to work on the synergies. I'm working on tier 4, which I just unlocked. Right, so that gave me another elf there. And we got the lower level of the Elven synergy, which is great news. But I need to go through and get a lot more still. However, tier 1 is pretty cheap. I think I have all the tier 1 units I really need so far, though. Yeah, I have the blacksmith, swordsman. I have the archers here and the spider. That's really all I need from tier 1. So we do need some more tier 2 units. I need oh, I think I do. Might have all the tier 2 units too. I need to look through it and double check. Yeah, your tier 2 elf already have those. Okay, well, let's continue forward. I think tier 2 is mostly just demon units, right? So maybe it's tier 3 that I need for the next synergy. But either way, we're starting to get the tiers. I have a lot of each type of unit right now, but at the same time, I don't want to. Well, I lose anyway. I am struggling with this, man. I'm going to figure it out, though. How to. The fact that someone did this on Impossible with the same strategy, it's making me feel a little crazy on Hell having such failures with it. All right, things are looking a little bit better, so I have a lot of units on the screen, but that's only for now. Get me to what I need to do. So I'm also jumping, slowing down time with time warp, which is great. And it gives me time to actually manage what's happening. And I'm using toxic blast here to kind of control the situation. But I'm also going to keep Cavaliers in the game. So I'm going to use Cavaliers and Swordsmen. That's going to be my units. My primary being Swordsmen, but I'm going to have Cavaliers run armor support to kind of be able to pull this off and make sure I can do it. Okay, so we're going to have some struggles right here with these units unless I can get some armor built up. So I was working on beast synergy, and I believe I'm on tier 4, so I need this guy, and lastly, I need a golem. And that gave me the beast synergy, so now I can just go ahead and do this. And humans beast way would be the next step. So I should have 100% being sent to humans. Doesn't really show me. For some reason, it doesn't really show me the synergies I have, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to cast this up here. It's only going to get one guy, which is probably a mistake, but we'll be able to use it again pretty quickly. So the Cavaliers got that armor bonus, so that's going to help them on the playing field a little bit. Even though they still get shredded, it is very helpful. Let me go ahead and cast this here. Whoop. Get these dudes out of the picture. Yeah, the fray, man. And one more at the top, even though he was doing a lot of damage. Very unfortunate how much damage some of these guys can do. So what I'm going to do now is just start pumping in armor. Just tons of armor. I have to make sure my synergy's all the way. And Cavaliers are going to benefit a lot from that. So I do want to get more Cavalier units, but as for now, I think if I could afford it, I would take more Swordsmen. I probably should sell a bunch of those other dudes that are unnecessary and focus in on the Swordsmen and the Cavaliers. Cavaliers are just kind of like Swordsmen and horses, really. If you think about it, they just have different perks, different advantages. Let's go ahead and get this, and boom, right there in the middle. Take out a whole bunch of these dudes. Look at that. A lot of them got poisoned, which is great news for me. And the Cavaliers are all defeated. Great, great, great. They rush in so fast and then they get defeated. But they're good units, though. Take my word for it. They're still good units. I just don't have enough of them to really be impactful in this scenario. Let's go and get them that max upgrade. And I'm going to get some more Cavaliers. Let's get Cavaliers. Let's keep Swordsmen and Cavaliers to be pretty equal. So we're going to get some more Swordsmen as well. Alright, there we go. Swordsman at 19, Cavaliers at 10. Looks about good to me. And let's get back in there. I forgot to get rid of a lot of my other units. They're kind of pointless anyway. They're all just going to get kind of taken out of the equation regardless. I need to get them all down to the core element of 1 each. And these are the only ones I'm really going to focus in when it's all said and done. Cavaliers and Horsemen, and we should Cavaliers and Swordsmen, and we should be completely good with just that, I think. All right, so let's go ahead and get us a little bit more life still in this scenario here, and we're gonna sell one of you down, sell one of you. I can't sell any of you. 1, 2, 3. It gets me a 1. Basically, I want to keep everybody at the base level of 1 for synergy. And we should be good considering we have a lot of armor, we have Cavaliers, and we have human synergy from the Elven side, right? That should make us pretty strong for the most part. But you never know. You never know in this game, man. I might feel like, oh, there's no way they could beat me, and then they just immediately beat me regardless. Get that down to 1. Okay, so now we're down to 1 of everything except for my primary units. It's gonna get more Swordsmen in the mix here. Get this up to like probably 50. About 50 Swordsmen should be pretty good. 1 more upgrade for Swordsmen. And then we're gonna get about 20 Cavaliers. So that's not Cavaliers. Acolyte it is, dang it. Okay. Cavaliers. And I don't have enough to do this now. I mean, I'll have to knock you guys down. We're playing by rules here. And now I can do 1 more. Great. So it gets me at 18. That's not terrible. It's not terrible at all. You guys are doing your thing. Look at this. This looks pretty good. I mean, we have a nice little army here. The Cavaliers can push through and take some of the hits while the human swordsmen try to do their thing. This is working. I think having majority swordsmen and a few support Cavaliers is a good idea. They're really only Cavaliers. See, you notice the horsemen are all dead. They're only there to absorb some of the hits. really. That's our primary goal. Let's see. We need defense. We need armor. That's what really benefits the horseman, is just having a lot of armor. Okay, what do we have? Let's get them. First of all, we need to get Cavaliers to 21. Yeah, there we go. And let's try to get us some swordsmen leveled up. 59. There we go. 64. If I can get to 100 swordsmen and like 50 Cavaliers or something, I think we're pretty much golden at that rate. But we'll find out very soon, because we have a lot of units coming in, rushing in right now. Got a good poison drop right there. See, the slowdown's really good for poison drops, because then you can get the majority of them, like this little group right here, and kind of target them. And then that poison's just going to drop them and knock them down. All right, so we're doing pretty good. We're on 19 hell. So the furthest I've made it on hell with this build was what, like 29? Before things got a little bit insane. All right, so we could do some life still, just a little bit of life still. I think my Cavaliers do some like decent damage. Get our swordsman up to 100, like I said I was going to, and then we're gonna start worrying about armor. Armor is gonna be very important for both of these units. Even though we have some elven synergy, we're not immortal, and the armor's got to be able to absorb a lot of that. Okay, so these guys are pretty well grouped down here. I need to get them with the poison right about there. Perfect. Then we should be able to, you know, slow them down, knock them down, whatever you want to call it. Okay, we're on 20. Nice. We're getting a little bit further. This is more doable with this kind of a build. Okay, a little bit more slow could be good, I guess. But that's not really what I want. I just want armor, dude. I'll take some life still, but I just really want armor. Okay, so we're gonna keep working on my swordsman. I said I was gonna get it to 100, and that's exactly what I'm about to do. 84, 89, very good. Let's go. Hit you guys with some of that. Get your little snowball effect going. Very good, very good. Got the elite in there. We have a few more units that are just staying alive, so that's good. Oh yeah, let's knock these dudes down quick. Next spell has to go right here again. We need to make sure that those casters get knocked out. This one up here too. Really, like a teleport would be pretty essential too. Oh, we might be game over. Yeah, we're game over. All right, so I need to refine my strategies quite a bit for this, this build that we're trying. But that's all the time I'm gonna have for today. Today's a Sunday, trying to get some stuff done today. But thank you so much for watching, and let's just keep getting this. Let's figure it out. If you have any more builds or strategies you want to see us try to win with, leave a comment and let me know. Maybe some kind of archer build. I've been thinking about that, like an archer build with a hero that's an archer. Could be pretty interesting, right? All right, everybody, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.